It's not looking good for Florida. I don't want to definitively put up the tombstone, but like we're getting pretty close to that point. And I think what that does is it really makes this deadline interesting for Florida. Could they be a surprise seller?
Try to get their first round pick back.
Well, not just try to get a first round pick. They're not going to get their first round pick back, but try to get a first round pick back.
Yeah.
And really the key is to set themselves up for the summer. How can you rejig your team roster structure? And it's improperly balanced right now, skewing heavy toward the forward side to restructure your defense. You need cap space to do it. And they're going to get some with, $6.5 million in dead cap space coming off the books in some buyouts and Patrick Hornquist. But they're going to need more than that, I think.
Well, the other thing is you look at their team, Frank, there's not a lot of potential UFAs if we think that's the best sellers market. You got Radko Gudas and Patrick Hornquist at $5.3 million, who's currently injured. Like, I don't
think that's the best seller market anyway. I think the sweet spot for Florida is one of Sam Reinhart or Sam Bennett.
Yeah, it's possible, right? You get rid of 6.5 for Reinhart and like 4 and change, 4.4 or 5, I think, for Bennett. So
yep. Sam Reinhart, 82 points last season, 33 goals and 49 assists.
Yeah. No, he's a good player, but yeah, you look at
that's still a bargain at 6'5". I think even if he's producing at what he currently is right now, he's got 26 points in 41 games. It's probably below expectations.
No, that's below. Like if he's 6.5, that's only like a 52 point pace, right? So that puts him at a 5.2 if we're going a mil per point kind of thing.
Yeah, I just think he's so much more than that. I think he's one of those guys you can pencil in for 30-30 or close to it.
Yeah. Like the thing is, I kind of like Bennett because he's got some offense, but he's also got a little tenaciousness to his game. So
he's way cheaper at 4.
Exactly.
What's he at 4.4?
Yeah.
So he's got he's on track for the same production this year. And really kind of the last 2 years, 50 points is sort of what you're expecting from Sam Bennett. 20 to 25 goals and 50 points.
Yeah, like you look at between Hornquist and the buyouts, that's $10 million that Florida will get.
Yeah, it's more than 11. They're in a decent spot, right?
Yeah, so I wonder if do they just cool their jets, right? And accept kind of it is what it is and not give up somebody to me and just say, well, we'll get some picks. But those picks, like they're in their win now mode, right? So do they just
they're not in a win now mode this season though.
No, but they're kind of like, look at Tampa Bay before they went on their run. A few, they missed a playoff. They didn't really blow it up. They were just like, yeah. Now they had some injuries, which Florida has, right? Barkov and stuff that, maybe that's what they look at and say, hey, we're getting $10 million. That's going to give us massive flexibility, plus the potential even more increase in cap. Maybe they look at it that way.
I don't think they're going to blow it up, but I think when you look at their cap structure and situation this year, if Hornquist and Duclair are both healthy, if the entire team's healthy at the same time, they have to trade someone anyway. If you're going to trade someone anyway, rather than trade Duclair at his lowest value, and no one's really going to give you that much for Hornquist anyway right now, especially when you're backed up against the wall, maybe if it makes sense to just rip the Band-Aid off and trade one of those two players as it is.
That's fair. No, they definitely have to improve their back end. I think that's the most captain obvious statement ever, because anybody just looks at their blue line and it's not good enough, flat out. Like they didn't replace Mackenzie Weegar, and you can if you want critique certain aspects of his game, but they didn't replace him at all.
They didn't. I don't even know that they really tried to. I don't know that they could cap wise.
Yeah. I understand that, but that's a big hole in the end. And I get that offense is king now a little bit, but they didn't even have like an internal. Usually when you trade someone, it's because you feel sometimes that, hey, maybe we got someone internally that, and even if the internal guy isn't there yet, they think he's coming. I don't see one.
There is none. No, they gotta go out and get one.